Boxing champ Bud Crawford's accomplishments with a parade. He's pulled over by Omaha police, setting off a firestorm on social media. Good evening. Thanks for staying up with us. I'm Brian Mastry.
And I'm Zena Taher. Today is Bud Crawford's birthday. He turned 38. What happened at the traffic stop early this morning in downtown Omaha is now the subject of an internal investigation at the police department.
We'll hear from Crawford's security guard who was in the vehicle in a moment, plus reaction from the mayor. First, a breakdown of what police say took place this morning around.
Good evening, family. Once again, you're tuned in to TWID Radio. TWID stands for That's What I Do. Well, so I hope you caught that. It just wasn't a parade for Bud Crawford after beating Canelo Alvarez. It was also his birthday. He turned 38. Let's get it.
1:30 this morning, Omaha police say they spotted a vehicle driving recklessly near 12th and Capitol. This is near the Steel House.
They said they spotted a vehicle driving recklessly. Now, they're the police. They can say whatever they want to say. Let's get into it.
House where Crawford's after party was being held.
Not to mention, I'm sure because it's a parade, a lot of people are driving a little recklessly.
Which was attended by many, including Mayor Ewing. A traffic stop was conducted on Cass Street, a couple blocks to the north of there. Officers say they ordered everyone out of the vehicle for their safety when they saw a gun on the driver's floorboard. And only after that did they say they identified Bud Crawford by looking at his driver's license. First Alert 6 reporter Andrew Pfeiffer tonight with the version from Crawford's security chief who was in the passenger seat, the same man who rode on the float with Bud during Saturday's parade.
Be a man who can receive his second key to the city.
So what? So what that this brother has got? So what is that? So what that this brother got his second key to the city? What does that even mean? I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, zoom in on that statement that he made, the second key to the city. So, anyway, let's go.
Have a firearm pulled on him by the Omaha Police Department all in the same day. Imagine that.
Kasim Shabazz.
Why couldn't you imagine it? You're a black man. See, this is my thing. A lot of our people, the issue that we're having, men and women, we get a certain level of success and we think we have an integrated mindset, which is I'm no longer a part of the black race. Not to say that that's what he's saying or that's what Crawford thinks, but the response is to them still being treated like black men, even though they got money and got the second key to the city.
Is shaken up.
Man, I thought we were getting ready to lose our lives.
Being the head of Terrence Crawford's security, Shabazz has seen a lot, but nothing like this.
Oh man, it was terrible. It was terrible.
Early Sunday morning, Crawford and his team were leaving an after party following his parade. According to police, they pulled their vehicle over near 12th and Cass Streets for reckless driving. That's where things took a dark turn.
And as soon as he said he had a firearm, the police officer that was on his side became unhinged.
Police immediately drew their weapons, pointing a gun at Shabazz.
Of course he did. You're a black man. Simple as that. Let's cut to the chase. You're black. Of course he's going to come unhinged.
And the pound-for-pound champ.
I literally had my hands on top of the ceiling and the inside of the vehicle.
According to police, an officer had identified a firearm on the floor of the vehicle, causing officers to draw their weapons. Kasim says it went down differently.
He never see a pistol, he never see a firearm anywhere. They didn't even see the firearm on me because of the way I was positioned in the vehicle.
Shabazz, Crawford, and 3 others were taken out of the vehicle and put in handcuffs. A short time later, they were released with a driving citation. Then, a video of the incident started circulating on social media.
I was briefed this morning, and my heart sank, to be quite honest.
Why? Here's another black man talking about his heart sank. See, this is what I hate most about my people. They're acting as if something has changed. They're acting as if this is not something that has been embedded in the fabric of America. Why is it that your heart sank? Why?
Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with Mayor Ewing and asked him to share his thoughts.
I was heartbroken that something that was so good would then have an issue that would potentially have people concerned
because of the way I was positioned in the vehicle.
Shabazz, Crawford, and 3 others were taken out of the vehicle and put in handcuffs. A short time later, they were released with a driving citation. Then, a video of the incident started circulating on social media.
I was briefed this morning and my heart sank, to be quite honest.
Earlier this afternoon, we caught up with Mayor Ewing and asked him to share his thoughts.
I was heartbroken that something that was so good would then have an issue that would potentially have people concerned about police community relations.
Mayor Ewing says he called and talked to Bud following the incident and offered him this.
The most important thing I think that Bud and I talked about is that we would have a thorough investigation and that we would be completely transparent in that investigation.
There was no reason to have drawn guns on us. That no matter how prepared you are, no matter how calm you are, if you run into a rogue police officer who wants to escalate, then he's going to escalate.
For the record, Omaha police are reviewing what happened this morning as part of an...
Of course they're reviewing, but we don't need them to review. We already know what it is, family. But I don't have any issue with what the police did. And I'm saying that because they're racist. We know they're racist. See, we can't afford to play these games like they're not all bad. Show me the good ones. Typically, the good ones do get fired. Typically, the good ones do get harassed. You know, the code of blue, the code of silence, don't say nothing. So as a police officer, I'm supposed to just allow you. I don't feel like this. I don't move like this. But as a police officer, I'm still supposed to, work knowing that you got people who got the badge and the gun and the law behind them that can kill more than likely somebody who looks like me, a black man or woman, without anything happening to them. This is what we deal with. This brother went through this on his 38th birthday. But listen, black people, it don't matter about the keys to the city. It don't matter about none of that crap. These people keep giving you the world, not giving, you're earning it. When we earn it, they will give us what belongs to us. Not all, but they'll give us the scraps and the crumbs that belong to us, while at the same time reminding us that, hey, you're still not like us. You may live in the same community. You may drive the same type of cars. You may have the same type of money, in your bank account, but you're still not us. Black people, you need to, I guess, be reminded of that, because when we forget, we start acting like them, which means we start to treat us like they do. Unfortunately, it had to happen, but I'm glad it happened. Why? Because hopefully it'll keep that brother's mindset of like, this is what I went through. This is what we go through. This is what Ali went through. Jack Robinson, this is what the ones that paved the way, this is what they had to deal with. Things just like this. Family, you've been rocking with TWID10, so that's what I do. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time, all praise to the Most High. Peace.